over here. So in here you go into the settings, sorry, you go into the source folder, and we are going to delete these files. Go into the index.css, delete these files. Then in your app.jss, we want to make, sorry, your app.css, right? We want to make that everything starting clean. So I'm going to give you a margin of 0, padding of 0. Also, we're going to be using Sass, that's SASS, or as you know, it's SCSS, which is also known as Sassy Cascading Style Sheet. So we're going to be using that in this tutorial, so stay tuned. So we're going to also do box sizing, custom box border. So everything goes to one side of the screen, right? Feel me? Okay, let's go. So next thing we want to do now is we're going to delete this stuff. We're going to delete it. So I'm going to remove you. I'm going to better say everything. Okay. So let's just give you a let's just say div. Let's say hello. Okay, showing. So next thing we want to do now is to remove all this thing that on the other side to avoid any complications. Then check it everywhere, remove everything. Okay, yeah, this is good. So you can see inside the terminal, you just click on this stuff, this add new terminal here. Add new terminal here. You can seed into the portfolio. Seed into the portfolio, right? Once seed into the portfolio, we're going to install the React Router DOM, and we're going to install Sass for styling. React Router DOM is for us to be able to navigate through the screens, and Sass is for styling. So first thing I'm going to do is npm install React Router DOM and SASS. That's Sass for styling. That's Sassy SASS or SCSS. Or just use SCSS. So I'm going to install this. Okay, it has been installed. So right now it has been installed. So remember, you always follow documentations. You don't just start writing code like that. So I'll show you guys, for beginners who are just starting out React, I'll show you guys how to navigate and how to get answers on the web, right? So we installed React Router DOM, right? So let's go to Google and let's search React Router DOM. React Router DOM. So we can let's go with this one. Sorry. Yeah, let's use W3 schools. So React Router DOM. Now we are going to just copy this first one. I'm going to copy it. Now we will come to our app.jx. We're going to import it inside of here. Then we are going to wrap this stuff with it. Delete this. Okay. Once you delete this, so inside of here we're going to use routes. Then we are going to use home. Sorry, we are going to use routes. Routes. What do they call it again, Seth? Yeah, this. But instead of we're going to do, it's going to be a self-closing tag. Then here is going to be paths. Here is going to be it's just going to be the home directory, and we're going to have elements. It's now going to be this. So we have not created the file yet. So you see we are getting an error here. If we go to I'm getting an error here. That means we have not given the name of the file or the location of the file. Let's put it like that. So let's go here into in our source folder. In our source folder, let's create a home component. No, a home page. Let's create this is pages. This is pages. So in home page, we are going to create new folder that is going to be home. Inside this home, so let's create another folder, call it about us. We want to use it because we're going to just be using only the home. So the home, inside the home, we are going to create a file, call it home.jsx. Home.jsx. Then we are going to create another file and call it home.scss, since we're using cascading style sheet. So in home.jsx, if you press on RFACE, you get this. How I got these snippets is you come to this your extensions, then you saw this, install this. If you install this, you can be able to get those snippets, those boiler code, those it makes your code faster, those stuffs for React. So okay, this is home. So we are going to go back to our app.jx, and in here we are going to do open tag home. It brings a directory from the pages home, put it down, you close it inside and you save it. Now you will see this error is no longer here again, and in our this it is no longer here, and we got home over here, right? So now that's a good thing. So we are moving, let's go. So the next thing we want to do right here is we want to create in the src folder. Okay, this home, I don't know why this thing keeps showing red, or if you remove it everything just works well. Okay, in our src folder, what we want to do here is the new folder. We want to create a new folder, and this new folder we're going to call it components. Right? In this components, we're going to create a navbar and a footer so that we can call it anywhere in the code. So we can use it anywhere in the code, not call it anywhere in the code. It's still the same thing though, it still works on here. So create here, we're going to have nav bar. That's the folder. In this same part, we're going to create a new folder. We're going to call it footer. So in navbar, what we're going to do here is going to create a new file and call it navbar.jsx. Right? I'm going to create a new file and say navbar.scss. Right? So as we did earlier on, it's going to be RFACE, right? It's going to bring out everything. We remove this React here and we import our navbar scss. So it's going to just be navbar.scss, right? You save it. We can go into this scss. Let's give this a class. Let's give it a class. Sorry. Let's say .nav bar. I'll call it here. You call here nav bar. We can go here, copy this nav bar here, going here. So we're going to say here it's going to be black. Let's call it, and let's give it a background color so that we'll see that it's working right. So background color, let's give it this. So we are going to call this nav bar inside this home, right? So it's going to be instead of this, let's call it a home or container, right? So here is going to be, let's call it a nav. You see it brings it out here, nav bar. So when you close it, we save it. So if you go back to, because you know this, since it's only home that is in this, that is here, that is in this route as the locations. So it's only home that is going to show. So if it's only home that is going to show, then that place is supposed to have that background color, right? So we go back here. You see here it has the navbar. So we imported it. Here have the navbar. And in this part, if in this home now, we come here and we say home, the home shows on that. So we are working on the right part. We good? Okay, let's go back to the, okay, so we've set our navigation up. We've installed what we have. We installed the styling. We installed the styling we would use, and everything is working out well.